Okay, so once we have our nav, well, now that we have our nav mesh set up how we want, I want to go ahead and start swapping these out. So basically everywhere there is a 3 slot, and I'm referring to 3 slot as in 1, 2, and 3, uh, barricades, I want to go ahead and basically just delete everything related. So we'll delete these 2 down here. Then we have, these right here in this room. And then I think there's 1 or 2 upstairs. So that one and that one, because I think the remainder, that's a 4 slot, that's a window, and 4 slot. Okay, so what we want to do is just take our existing barricades, and in our case, we can just duplicate and move. So we just want to get them lined up pretty close for now. So that's kind of an in-between. So I'd say that's pretty good. Let's check height. And actually height's the same because it's across the flat, whatchamacallit. So that's good there. Let's move this one over here. Go to the right a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty good there. And now we want to go ahead and take it all the way to the next room over. Just rotate by 180. And we want to get it right up against the wall. So that snaps pretty darn good. And if you want to, you can skip watching me do this. This is literally the only thing I'm going to be doing in this video, by the way. So we'll get this one good. Oh, and I'm going to be doing the 4 slot and the windows as well. And that's lined up there. Then upstairs. Yeah, just that guy and the one on the opposite side. I think that's all that were 3 slots. Gotta move that in by about 1 unit. Oops. Okay. All right. So that is all for the 3 slots. Now we want to go ahead and probably going to be easiest to set up the windows first. So let's go ahead. We'll just delete the windows and go to our barricade. And we're just going to duplicate and call it barricade underscore window. So in this one, the only thing that we want to do is delete our base. We just don't need it. We can leave everything else the same as far as I can think. So let's add it in. And we need to rotate 90 degrees that way. And get it up against the wall. And so that could be probably dropped a tiny bit. Yeah, something about like there. So let's duplicate this, move it up and over. So let's first off go ahead and delete these. And that is against the wall. and I'd say height-wise, that is pretty decent. Okay, so we can save those two, and the only thing we have to work on or worry about is the positioning, which those seem high enough. Those maybe. Depends on whether or not it's going to cause issues with the zombies, like trying to reach it through the navigation. So, walking up through here, for example, may or may not be an issue. We'll just have to kind of see. So now I just want a prefab of the 4 slot. So I'm going to duplicate, make a new one, call it barricade underscore wide. And I just want to swap the base with the wide. Let's see, set position, yeah. So we'll delete those and drag in the wide. It's got a tiny gap, about 1 unit. And that's pretty centered. It can go a little to the left. And I'm happy with that. So we have that. Then we have another down here. Drag in our wide. And that looks like that's positioned about right. And left to right. It's pretty even. We have a slight gap on both, but that's fine. And then in the ground, yeah, same thing. Oh, I never noticed I have a gap here. Whoops. We can just, let's see, we could make it hide the gap. I'm not too overly worried about it. I'll deal with that later. Maybe yours won't have it. Maybe I'll fix it up, or maybe I forget. So let's check each, make sure they are swapped with the actual barricade, because I have a tendency to forget things. And they are. Okay. So let's save that. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I had planned for this video. I mostly wanted to get the barricades in because we have the system or the spawn system that we need to work on. So basically, having the game mode when they go to spawn the zombie, tell the zombie, hey, go to this barricade initially. So that's kind of the idea. So for example, let's pretend there's let's say we have a spawn point right here. That zombie could get the closest, I don't know, we'll just choose, which 3 they want to go to. So we'll select that one, and that one as a possible barricade. So what it's going to do is it's going to do a loop. It's going to check this first. If there's a valid slot, it might go there, or it'll just kind of select a random one. And then if that random one is full, then it'll go through and just find the next one that it can go to. Basically something kind of like that. Because I would like it to where this spawn point can go to this one, or this one. Then maybe have another spawn point over here that can only go to this one and this one. And, so on and so forth. So that way, we don't have a spawn point here that only goes to this one, a spawn point here that only goes to this one here that goes to this one, so on and so forth. I'd rather have them, have a little bit of randomness to it as to which one they are going to pick. So that means we're going to have to be adding some additional logic here to our player start. You can see we already have some logic for the link debris. We're going to have another similar system where we link it to, to barricades. So that's pretty much all I wanted to cover, and I will see you in the next video. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.